Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Yellow. Ready? Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. What we got? 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. He's scared. 44, right.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Hey, 43. Screen. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Hey, tight. Mike 6. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 6. Watch the screen. Mike 6. Get in the weight room. 15. Hey, check.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
All day, every day.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On 2nd down now, it's Lamb, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down at 7.
Check 31.
They'll try the left side. Lamb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, it's Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Come on, switch it.
Attack!
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check the backer.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, 2. My gate. Check pass. Look, squeeze. On the ball. 2.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, check Mike. 6. Look at me. Door. Heavy on the edges. 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Yo. Mike 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Lambo will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm on. 44's the Mike. Check. I don't need to.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh,
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Check. All right.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get 57 colors, 57.
Now Mahomes.
Focus, defense, focus.
Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Mike 6.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Let's go right here now. 49, check 49. Greystone travel. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Right back to Chenault. This time he's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike 6.
That's what I do.
Check, crunch. Pilot 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Now.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. On first down, Mahomes rolling to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray.
There we go.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Mix the score, Chiefs 7, Jaguars 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and a yard, Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Go, little lady! 43! 43! Mike 6! Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 6!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 52. Sponge! Hey, 15!
Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On play action, Lawrence. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Let's go, D. Hey, Charlie. Mike 6. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Get it.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Shark hauls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tighten up. Smoke. Mike 6. And what out?
Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now the rookie's free.
Prime time, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hey, baby, let's finish it.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication
that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Butker on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Six guy. Check six guy.
Handoff running left is Etienne. First down and more, Etienne. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Robinson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike 6. Ricky.
Here's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, Lamb dances by him. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Jam. Hey, 43, 15. Slam. 15. Hey, 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Lamb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 6. Watch the pass. 43. Alert 3.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Sharks got it, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's safe to say that that was not his primary target when the ball was snapped, and then he led him too close to the sideline, and you end up with a loss on the play.
Yeah, great toe tap, but you lose yardage, so you wish he didn't even have the toe tap. Wish he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, catch it. Just make sure you're out of bounds, right? Just don't get it all down as he did there.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
60 out, General West.
13 yards on the play.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Here we go. 30 base. Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 6. Mike 6. Let's go.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 6. Mike 6.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mike 6. It's just me, dude.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a second down.
Oh, 18 Gator. All day, Leo.
From the shotgun, Lawrence rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You go night. Go night. Mike 8. Know your job.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Mike 8, Mike 8. Crunch time.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 8.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch QB2.
Hurry. Get it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, color. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Hero 15.
They'll run on first down. It's Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
First down, Chiefs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Check 37. Check yellow. Watch the safety creep.
Motion.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yellow. Get the ball.
Mike 38. Squeeze.
Hey, dribble it.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Now throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Check hot route. Hot.
15.
Mike 6.
Watch the slats. Yellow.
Hey, check Mike 6.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. You don't want this.
Now.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
60 outlaw.
Not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Hey, orbit.
Y'all put
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 8. Mike 8.
Check. Smoke.
Mike 8.
Now Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Pull it together. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Bravo.
Mike, check Mike.
Lawrence will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey,
Five.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4 down.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.